Should we have a little talk? I feel the existential confusion people are living in right now is not chaos. It is instinct, finally refusing a dying pasture. It is withdrawal, not from life, but from a spell that has been placed on us for generations. There was a story we were hypnotized into. Work hard, consume, be productive, measure your worth, stay busy enough not to feel. That story is breaking, and when a spell breaks, nothing feels stable at first. Here in the north, when the reindeer feel the grazing has died, they do not leave gently. They stamp, they circle, they grind their hooves into soil that no longer feeds them. The land beneath them is already exhausted, even though it still looks like it is whole. We are living in that restless herd right now. I believe something old inside us is being unhooked, not gently, viscerally. People are feeling tired in a way sleep does not really fix, sad in a way that success does not touch, disconnected in a world that never stops shouting. That is not confusion, that is a lie running out of oxygen. We are pulling out of something that has been draining us, and when you come off something that owned you, the first sensation is emptiness, the second is panic, the third is grief. Here in Sápmi, there are moments when even the land stops giving directions, when the wind no longer leads the herd, when the snow hides the old trails, when the old songs no longer worked. People knew then that something sacred was happening. They whispered about it as the time when the ground forgets your feet, not because you were lost, but because what you stood on no longer existed. I feel that is where we are. Many of you are trying to replace the old spell with something new, new beliefs, new identities, new spiritual language, new goals. But I believe that is why you still feel unsettled. You are not meant to fill the void yet. There is a deeper intelligence moving beneath your confusion, a knowing that is not loud, not dramatic, not marketable. It is a voice that says you are done being owned by fear, owned by survival, owned by needing to be approved, owned by chasing something that never satisfied you. That voice is quiet, and most people miss it. They try to go back to the old life. They try to numb themselves. They try to be normal again. But the spell is broken. You cannot unsee what you have felt. I believe that the most painful part of existential confusion is not that you do not know who you are. It is that you can feel what you are not anymore. And that hurts because it means something has to die, not you, a story, a former self built out of caution, out of pleasing, out of learning how not to be a problem. Here in the north, when a life or a way of being is finished, it is not shoved aside, it is held, it is acknowledged, it is released with care. Our culture skips this and wonders why we ache. So people feel like they are dissolving instead. But you are not dissolving, you are unbinding. And yes, it feels like losing your mind sometimes, because the mind was built inside the old spell. The soul was not. I feel that when you let this confusion breathe, when you stop trying to solve it, a strange thing happens. You start to feel your own edges again, your own yes, your own no, your own hunger, your own truth, not borrowed, not inherited, yours. And this is what this hake has been trying to say, not that you are lost, but that you have been living without yourself, a life that fits your bones. What is happening now is not confusion, it is a transfer of power, and transfers of power are rarely gentle, and that is why it hurts so much, because every true living burns before it ever shelters you. End of transmission. Bye.